Guys, don't let anybody deceive you or tell you different. Serving God is the real ghetto. When I started my journey, I always felt like everything was just going to move smoothly, because I mean, He's the God of the whole universe. He's the one that created the whole world. I was like, you know what? I'm dropping all of these things and I'm going to go to the easy life. I got it all wrong. I'm just going to list out some things that people actually think once you give your life to Christ, the whole world is under your feet. Of course, it's under your feet, but you have to take it by force. So first things first, you have to be patient. When you're walking with God, you need to be patient. His timing is not your timing. When you say, I need this thing to be done, I need to get a job now, I need to get a house now, sis, brother, you're not gonna get it at that moment if it's not God's timing. And many a times, it always turns out that God's timing is actually perfect. You notice that that moment that you were wanting that stuff, if it had come to you, you probably don't know how to handle it. It will just be too much for you. So when you ask God for something, He's like, okay, good, you're not ready to get that thing right now. So you just have to wait. So it now boils down to you to walk towards being ready to receive that blessing. So bro and sis, you need to be patient when you're working with God. And yeah, you need to be ready for what you are praying for. If you feel like everything is just going to happen sharp, you are in for it, because it's what's going to happen to you. You're going to feel abandoned. You're going to feel like God is not hearing you. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be sad because you feel like God is answering every other person and He has abandoned you, which is the worst place to be. God is hearing you. Every single thought of yours, God hears it, but you wouldn't know. And sometimes God might just be speaking to you, but because you feel like, okay, God is not here and He's not hearing me, you miss it. So of course, be patient when you're working with God. Secondly, you need to love people. Let me tell you, even if you're going through the worst trial and tribulation, you still need to love people. When things are not going your way and you see somebody that you can actually help, do it for them. Let them get that miracle. Yours will come. Obviously, not coming now, but yours will come. You need to love people. If it's through money, if it's through care, if it's through commitment or any service, render that help to somebody. Let them get their own miracle. The fact that you've not gotten your own miracle doesn't mean that you cannot lend it to somebody else. Let somebody else have their own miracle. And who knows, the moment you do it, yours might just come. And most importantly, don't do it because you're expecting something from God. Don't do it because you're expecting a reward. Do it because you can, from your heart. God sees your heart. If He sees that you're expecting something, that's why you're doing this. I don't know, but I'm not sure He will answer you. God did not put you in that position for decoration. He did not put you there for you to make the place beautiful or for you to fill up the place with your presence. He put you there for a reason. So if you see that you are in some place and you know you can render help, you can do something about it, do it. That's just God placing you there for that present help. Do not deny yourself of your heavenly blessings, okay? So by all means, help people, do whatever you can, when you have the capacity to, okay? So thirdly, you need to be sacrificial. You need to sacrifice your time. I mean, God sacrificed His only Son and gave Him to you. What is it that you cannot sacrifice? Tell me. You need to sacrifice your time, your money, your life, everything. Give it to God. Don't give God some part and then hold on to the remaining. No, you need to give everything, all that you are, to God. People say, oh, they don't hear from God, they don't feel like God is with them. How would you feel that way when you spend your time doing other things? You spend your time walking, you spend your time reading other books, you spend your time playing secular music. How would you hear God? You need to spend more time in prayer, spend more time in worshiping, spend more time in studying your Bible. That's the most important, okay? Every other thing is a bonus. And yes, you do not have to spend your whole day doing all of these things. An hour or two of your day, is it too much to ask? So yeah, whatever time that you are giving to other things, social media, movies, secular music, cut it off. Give a lot of time to God as living water that you need to survive in this life. Amen. So fourth on my list is for you to just move. When you're working with God, as God says you should do this thing, don't even think about it, okay? Like I said earlier, his ways are not your ways. God uses the most neglected things and makes it into something. What did the Bible say? The stone that was rejected, the stone that was neglected, became the chief cornerstone, okay? Even with David, it happened. He was neglected. Gideon was neglected. John the Baptist was neglected. Moses was neglected. So if he says you should move, maybe you've seen that place, nobody will want to go to a land where they can't make money, where they can't sell products. But if God is saying you should go there, best believe that he has a reason for you to go there. Yes, sometimes it's not for you to, make money, prosper, flourish. It's for you to learn. So however it is, just carry your leg and be going. Okay, I'm going to use myself as an example. I was living in Abuja, Nigeria, the federal capital territory of Nigeria. Who leaves Nigeria and moves to Benin City, the ancient city? Who moves? Who does that? I did. And I'm going to tell you that was the best year of my life at that moment. My best years are ahead in Jesus' name. But that was the best year financially for me. There was not a day that I was lacking, okay? God met all of my needs. I was a big babe. But how did that happen? Even when I was in Abuja, I didn't make that much money. What am I trying to say? I obeyed. And when I did, I saw the benefits. So what are you doing? If God is telling you to move, if God is telling you to do something, don't overthink it. You're not going to understand anything. Just move. And lastly, faith and fear works the same way. The amount of time you put in being scared of doing something, just put that same amount of time in having faith, okay? Fear is going to give you result. Faith is going to give you result. And here in this kingdom, we walk by faith, okay? So carry everything that is holding you back. Fear can just cripple you, make you not want to do anything. You're just overthinking. Oh my God, how is this going to turn out? How is this going to be? What if it actually works? Have you thought about that? Right now, that's the battle that I have in my head. Every time I hear what if it doesn't work, and immediately I talk to myself back, what if it works? Because it's going to work by the grace of God. So whatever you're doing, put in faith. The moment you see that you're getting scared about something, put in the word in your heart, in your mind. Put up your armor, okay? Guard your heart. Put fence all around it and put in faith, okay? I'm saying serving God is the ghetto because we all want to do things at our own time. We all want to do this how we want or the ways that we are seeing. And because God is up there and with us, or because we can't see God, we just feel like he's not in control. Since you are here, you want to take control of everything. Promise you are not in any way in control of anything. Having to put your trust in God just feels restricting. Just feels like, this is what I want to do. This has been proven to work. But when God is telling you to do otherwise, you're like, really? And that is what makes it ghetto. But guess what? It is the best feeling ever. It is the most liberating feeling, okay? For you to put your trust in God. That's the best place for you. That's the safest place you could ever keep your life right now, okay? You want to keep it in the hands of your parents? Who else would you rather give your life to? Who else? Like, who would you rather trust? Human beings are going to fail you, that's for sure. It's not even what they want to do, but that's their human nature. Even me, I'm gonna fail you. There's this song that I know and it just defines Christianity, right? It says there's beauty in my brokenness. Have joy instead of mourning. Have freedom, but God has captured you. Like, you're free, but God has captured you. You can't do things by your own will. You do it by God's will. That song is just amazing, but it's for your own good. Do you want to be conformed by this world? Really? I'd rather be captured by God than by this world. So when you give your life to Christ, do not feel like everything is going to be rosy, everything is good. God is not a magician, okay? God is not going to do things. Nah, there are processes in this kingdom. There are processes in this kingdom. Trust me, you might be frustrated, you might be held, you might be overwhelmed, but that's the good news. You're not doing it alone, you're doing it with God, you're doing it with Jesus Christ, okay? And that's amazing, because all the battle is not yours. But if you intend to fight battle on your own, then that's on you, okay? That's on you. When I started my Christian journey, I always went to God for money, for material things. That's the thing. God was actually indulging me at that time. Whenever I needed money, he'll give it to me. If I need something, he'll give it to me. He's like, I'll catch you. Just take this verse. I'll catch you. And I'm so glad that he caught me. So you guys, don't feel like you are alone going through whatever it is that you're going through. Just hang in there. You are on the right track. Trust me, you are on the right track. I'm sending you lots of love and encouragement and kisses. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.